Let's welcome on stage Boyan Moskov.
Hi guys. So for the beginning, I would like if we could turn off the lights in the whole hall for a second. Okay, thank you, great. So now could you please grab your phone, turn on your flashlights and raise them high. Great, keep them please, keep them high. I will make a selfie because it's very beautiful. Okay, keep them high. So right now, when it's dark, I see only flashlights, but I want you to close your eyes and to think, what is the success for you? I want you to imagine the success. I want you to imagine every small detail about your personal success, because success is different thing for everyone. So while you're imagining your success and keeping your phones up, I see only flashlights, but I also can feel a dream behind each flashlight. I can feel that there is a dreamer. I can feel that there is a person who will not stop, who will not give up, who will break the rules in order to achieve his dream. I can see an action taker behind each flashlight. I can see a person who is crazy enough to change the world. And these persons, these people, I call them marketing hackers. Now, please give a round of applause for yourselves, because you're so awesome. Okay, we can turn on the lights. Thank you, that's all. So, no, I'm just joking. Okay, so now I'll give a brief introduction. I'll introduce myself. And during this presentation, during the 20 minutes that I have, I will explain you a 4-step formula that you can use to sell anything to anyone, literally. And I will explain you how I use it to get from unemployed to my first 20K day. So first, who am I? Who is Boyan Moskov? Who is this strange guy here? As the colleagues here told before, I'm a marketing expert and an entrepreneur. I'm also founder of Interactive Orb, a digital marketing agency with a team of 10. We are running ad budgets of more than 1 million, and also we are working with some of the biggest companies in Bulgaria. I'm also founder of 2 online stores generating 6 figures, and also I'm founder of ConvertBuilder, which is software as a service which helps you build highly converting sales funnels in minutes without any coding or design skills required. Also, I'm lecturer in Masters of Digital Marketing in VUZF, which is one of the private business universities in Sofia. And also, I'm an extremely happy father of 2-year-old princess named Karina. Yeah. Okay, and least but not least, the love of my life said yes to me last year in Mauritius. So, oops. So, yes, so she's right here somewhere in the audience. She said yes, and I'm engaged to her now. Yeah. She said yes. Okay. I think we have some technical issue, or? Oops. Okay.
Your back. Look at your back. What's in your back?
Aha, okay, sorry. I was looking here at the other screen. Okay, so things weren't so perfect all the time. This is the truth. So 5 or 6 years ago, I was actually unemployed with no money, without any money, and I barely covered my rent, and I tried to do some different things in order to start earning money. That's when I tried ring dancing. But unfortunately, I was so bad at it that someone called the police and they arrested me. So then I tried begging for money, but I had zero success too. So what's the secret? What's the secret of success? As you can see here, and this is me, by the way. I was with longer curly hair back then in the time. So what's the secret of success? Can someone guess?
Hard work.
Hard work?
Persistence.
Persistence?
Never give up.
Never give up? Okay. You're all wrong. It's the haircut. Just joking. So it's time for the real story. 5-6 years ago, I was really unemployed with no money, only debts from my past unsuccessful business. And the only thing that I had back then in the time was my 11-inch Chromebook. I also had past experience as a sales manager in FedEx. This was my past job. And also I had a big passion for digital marketing. But unfortunately, I didn't have any practical experience in digital marketing. I had big passion and a lot of theoretical knowledge without any practical experience. So unemployed, without any money and without nothing, I thought that this was the best time to start a business. I also had only 4 months to turn my life around because I was getting money from the government from an unemployment program. And this program ends in 4 months. So I had only 4 months to turn my life around and to do something with it. So that's when I decided to start a business. But what kind of business? I don't have any money, so I couldn't invest in anything. I couldn't buy some goods, some stuff, some products to sell them more expensive, etc. So I decided to go with services. I decided to go with digital marketing services, and I wanted to start helping people and businesses sell more through digital marketing. So what I did was, first I tried cold calling. I started creating lists from 10 companies each day. Each day I wake up, I go to my 11-inch Chromebook, I source for 10 companies, I make a list, then I start calling each of the companies and offer them my services as digital marketer. Unfortunately, after a few days I had zero success from these cold calls. I did this whole day long for a few days, zero success. Then what I tried also was called emailing. I started to send emails to a lot of companies offering my services, but again, zero success. And my first small success came when I told all my friends what I was doing, that I was about to start a digital marketing agency, and I'm so good at it, no matter that I didn't have any practical experience. But I told all my friends, so some of them referred me to companies that were actively searching already for someone like me. They were actively searching for digital marketing specialists. So that's when my first 3 customers came from friends, from referrals. I was making more money than from my last job. I had already 3 customers, my first 3 customers. I was working 3 or 4 hours a day. I had a lot of free time. And one day in the beginning of the summer, we were with a bunch of my friends and we were making plans for the summer, for the seaside. We want to go to the seaside to make some parties, to have fun for the summer season. And then I received suddenly a call from one of my customers. And he said something like, Boyan, I really like you. I like your job. We have success together, working together, but unfortunately my business is seasonal. And during the summer, I cannot afford to pay you. So we'll continue on 1st of September, thank you. I was a little bit stressed. But then on the other day, another customer called me and told me something like, Boyan, we have new manager which doesn't understand anything about digital marketing and want us to cut off this cost. So sorry, I really like you, I like your job, but unfortunately we have to stop now. So I was very stressed because I saw how everything falls apart again. The unemployment program was about to end in a few days, and I really didn't know what to do. But as my father taught me when I was young, as the road gets steeper, you have to start running even faster. And that's what I did. The other day I sat with pen and paper and I wrote the following question. That was my aha moment. I wrote the first question. Who are my customers and what is their core desire? What do they want to achieve? Then I wrote the other question. What do they want to avoid at any cost? What's their biggest fear? And then the third one. How can I make them trust me? How can I prove that I'm the best choice for them? And then I also wrote, what can I offer them at the end? And based on these 4 questions and the answers, I changed my approach totally. I created then an ebook, 10 or 15 page ebook, which was with the headline, 5 tips for more sales for, and then I put the logo of the company. I create the ebook as a template so I can customize it really quickly and I can change it for another company in about 5 minutes. So I created this ebook and then I thought, okay, where are my perfect customers who are actively searching for digital marketing services, because these are my perfect customers. Where are they? Of course, in the job portals. So I went there, I went to the job portals, I make a list of all the companies that are actively searching for positions similar to marketing managers, digital marketing specialists, all of them. I made a list of the companies and I sent all of them the small ebook. I customized it for every company with their logo on the cover. I send it to all of them. Then I start calling the companies and I ask to speak with the person who is in charge for the job position, the decision maker. Without any problems, I was forwarded to this person, to the decision maker. So this was my first small success. Then with the decision maker, I told him something like, I didn't send you a CV, but I created, instead of CV, I created a small ebook with 5 tips, 5 practical tips, which you can implement today and see the results almost immediately, and you can increase your sales. If you find it valuable, please check your email, and if you find it valuable, please call me for a meeting. And on the meeting, when we schedule a meeting, on the meeting, I explained them that the best thing for them is to hire an agency or a freelancer to outsource their digital marketing instead of hiring someone in-house. What are the benefits of this? Soon I start to get new customer each week. every week I started to get new customer after customer. So this was my breakthrough moment, and I realized after that I realized actually what I did, and that's when the formula was born. Just in a minute I'll explain you why we call it move and what's so powerful in this formula, but before that I want to tell you that last year, only by using this formula, at the end of the year I made a webinar, free 2-hour webinar, and at the end of the webinar I made $20K for 2-hour webinar. Actually, the webinar was based only on the formula move, and at the end I made 50 sales of our marketing masterclass, which costs $397 if you paid for a one payment, and $447 if you paid on a 3-month installment plan. So I made for one day $20K with this formula. So what are the core components of this formula and how do they work? This is the actual formula. The first component is desire, then we have fear, then we have story, and then we have offer. So why we called it move? Because the formula move actually helps you move the user through the phases, through the stages of the buying process. Only by using this formula you can move each user from one stage to the other, closer to the purchase. So here are the users, or here's the user before he buys from you, and here is the user after he buys from you. Actually, do you know what the users are buying? Is there someone who can guess what the user is actually buying?
Something to fulfill their needs.
Okay, good point. Experience, great. Okay, the user, each user, no matter if he buys shoes or clothes or cosmetic products or fat burning products or fitness programs, no matter what, every user buys desired outcome. Every user buys desired outcome. So in order he to buy this desired outcome, he has to pass through his internal barriers, of course, because otherwise there will be no problem, everyone will go and buy everything. But the problem is that the users usually have limiting beliefs, and these limiting beliefs, they're illustrated here as some kind of challenge or barrier. These limiting beliefs are holding the user back from buying from you. So your job is to build a bridge. Your job is to build a bridge with the formula, with move, and you can do this by using the formula move. The power is that you actually build safer way, you secure their way, and you show them the way so they can safely walk to the desired outcome. This is the meaning and the purpose of the formula. So basically, how you can use, before I tell how you can create your move, I will tell you exactly how you can use this formula. We had the 4 core steps of the formula. Desire, you start with something, you grab the attention of the user with something that he or she already desires. Then you go and you emphasize their biggest fears. You also show that you understand them, and you create empathy by explaining and by telling that you understand their biggest fears. And then from this state, you start from the after state with the desire, you go to the before state, before someone buys, And then again from the before state, you start telling them a story of someone who were in the before state and how he got to the after state thanks to your product or service. And by the way, the stories are scientifically proven that when you listen to a story, your brain produces more oxytocin. And while your brain produces more oxytocin, this makes you trust even more to the speaker. So this builds also trust. The stories build trust. And at the end, of course, you make them the offer. When you have the trust, you make them the offer. So how can you create your move, your formula? You need to answer these 5 questions for the before and for the after state. Before someone buys from you and after someone buys from you. You need to answer what they have, what they feel before they buy from me. What is there every day before they buy? What is their social status? What are their beliefs? And then again you need to answer all these 5 questions for the after state. What they have, how they feel, what is their everyday, what is their status, what are their beliefs after they buy, what are their desired outcomes. This is how you can build your move, your formula, and then you can use it with the 4 steps. Desire, you begin with desire, then go to the fear to create empathy, then tell a story of someone. The hero of the story could be you, could be your customer, it could be some famous person. And then after the story, you make the offer. Most of the cases, by the way, if you do everything right, the first 3 steps, the desire, fear, and the story, you would not need to make an offer. The user will already want to buy your product or service or whatever you sell. So how and where we use Move, this so great and amazing formula. Move works for every business, first of all. Move works for online stores, for selling events, for coaches, fitness instructors, for dental and medical centers, for companies of small companies, big companies, for courses and workshops, for real estate. We have customers in all these fields here in Bulgaria and not only and abroad. And we use this formula everywhere, in every business, and it leads to success every time. And also, you can use your formula Move, everywhere, literally. We use the formula in our ads, in our Facebook ads. We use the formula in our webinars. We use the formula in our videos, in selling events, in our meetings with customers. We use the formula in building our landing or product page. Everywhere we have the 4 components of the formula. Literally everywhere. So you can use it absolutely everywhere. Only with this formula you can achieve great success. And this is the time now where I want to quote one of my biggest inspirations, Bruce Lee, Mr. Bruce Lee, who told something like, before I studied the art, a punch to me was just like a punch and a kick was just like a kick. After I learned the art, a punch was no longer just a punch and a kick was no longer just a kick. And now that I understood the art, again, a punch is just like a punch and a kick is just like a kick. So the key is simplicity. And that's what Move, the formula, the 4-step formula is. Move is actually sales. Move is marketing, explained simply. So now, at the end, I want to give you a chance, one of you, to win for free our marketing masterclass. And for that, you can scan from your messenger camera this code, or you can go to this link, m.me/Boyan Moskov page, and then you can text AUBG, follow the steps, follow the instructions of my messenger bot, and one of you at the end of the day will win for free our marketing masterclass, which we value at more than 4,000 level. Thank you guys, you're awesome.